Not really, I'm here to make some gold, as you like to call it. Because that's actually what I am doing. I'm here for the XP and I'm here for the gold. So I can trade a bit with my strength capabilities.
You look tired.
And you look ugly. Piss off.
What are you doing here?
I'm admiring the view. Great view. That's why we get all these tourists.
Ha! That and the friendly locals.
Nice warm fire this. Nice and safe.
Brogar sends you to get on my nerves.
I'm just making conversation.
And I'm just telling you to piss off.
Well, that you did, like 3 times. Right, so let's talk with Lorenzo again. I challenge you to fight in the arena.
No chance. Find someone else.
Because he knows I kick his ass. It will do harm to his reputation.
Hey, you don't look like the rest of the Don's men.
Me? I'm the one the rest of them treats like dirt. Day in, day out, me and my workers try our best. And they need us, the bosses. But do they realize that? I wish they'd come and see what it's like. See if they like being eaten by swamp worms.
Are you in charge of the workers here?
Yeah, I'm supposed to oversee the workers at the excavations. The morale is so low that the men don't care anymore.
Why is it so bad here?
We keep losing men to the worms. And there are even worse fates too. I'd rather be anywhere else. But we have to collect anything made of gold and take it to Beppo. We didn't expect to have to fight the monsters here. We're not trained for it. And that bastard Brogar should be protecting us. But do his fighters ever come and help? Do they, hell? Too drunk, most of them.
So the excavations have stopped?
They won't be happy when they find out. The Don's supposed to be a fair man. But Brogar isn't. And he should be protecting us. If any of my men were good at fighting, they'd have gone long ago. They'd be living it up in the bars and brothels of Harbour Town.
If I'm going to take some action, I will need better armor.
I can give you workers' clothes, that's all. And you'd have to pay. After all, you're not a worker. Why should I clothe you?
We're all stuck on this island in this swamp together. We might as well help each other. I'll see if I can get your workers back to work.
You won't. If I can't, what chance does a stranger have?
I can talk to Brogar for you.
Don't. It'll only cause trouble. We've tried everything. Brogar's not going to listen to you.
Nearly 2. What can you tell me about Brogar?
What?
Nothing. I'm not telling you anything. I don't want trouble.
You've already got trouble.
Yeah, but I'm not dead. I'd rather take my chances with the worms than get Brogar angry.
Brogar can't be that bad.
Brogar is all bad. Ask the hunters. They'll tell you what he's capable of.
Well, I offered to help.
Are any of your workers around?
They should all be at the excavation site. But that doesn't mean they will be. You'll recognize them. They'll be wearing workers' clothes. Even if they've got no intention of working. Uncontrollable, most of them. That's what the swamp and being ignored does to you.
You really have given up, haven't you?
Well, you would in my position. It's hopeless. Hopeless.
Hopeless isn't a word I use.
Maybe I can do something to help. How many excavation sites are there?
3. 1 east of the temple, and 2 right in the middle of the swamp. Look for the artifact crates. They mean you're in the right place.
Right.
Don't bother me with this.
let's re-talk with Dwight. Buy some food that I can eat.
What?
Hey Dwight, you need to start shifting those crates over to Beppo.
Hey.
And who are you to be telling me what to do?
How about... Now there are three options. Normally I would say Hawkins is not happy with you standing around, which means, you know, that I have to go to Hawkins and talk with him again. I will do that with my mage. This one I always take as the Don guy, you know. But what about, since I'm a warrior of the order, what about I pay you some gold, you work, and then you relax?
How?
If a man you want to work the day, a little gold will grease the way. Pleasure doing business with you.
There's a small contribution of gold which I have to make. Like I said, there are plenty of options to do it. Each of my paths will have a different option, different way of handling with certain things. Right, so let's quick save. Still haven't died so far, which is good. I want to keep it that way. Alright, so that was my first death. So hardcore challenge attempt failed. Well, that's okay. No, I didn't expect that much. Especially not with the without the achievements and, you know, the extra stats, as I would like to prefer to call them. Brave little tater.
Easy picking.
That was my XP. Fucking bugger. I still got some raw meat. Yes, I do. Now I can fry them. Because I already gave the meat to Rachel.
I think that's cooked. Looks good.
Wanderlust, I will need that for speed potions. That's my fried meat. Oh, god damn it. One of the sides.
A little more for me.
Now, as a warrior of the Dawn, I will have to max out axe fighting, sword fighting, bow, and alchemy, smithing, you know, for the permanent potions, the smithing capability, and as a mage, I will go purely magic. So I think that my second part will be the warrior of the Dawn. So that my mage will have all the possibility effects with him, you know, the extra damage when wearing a bow, the extra damage when wearing a crossbow, when hitting the vital points, the faster combat when it comes to one-handed sword fighting, axe fighting, and even staff fighting. So I can go always with the mage if I do it in that order, which is a good option to make. But first I will beat Gothic Risen 1, then Risen 2, then Risen 3 on the first path, and after that I will go to redo the series and with the second path, unlike how I previously dealt with it, you know. I have to be careful with this guy. He deals quite a bit of damage, especially on hard, which I play on.
I'll need some raw meat to fry. A little more for me.
So I will stream for about 1 hour, 2 minutes still, you know. So let's just say 1 hour. Then the children of my sister will come home and then it will be noisy as fuck, so, you know, I will not be able to stream then. So I'm gonna work then on the time links of this particular stream instantly, and you know, I'll be back in the evening to continue with the playthrough, so I can upload those as well later on with timestamps. But they will be redone, they will be 100% accurate, depending on the path, obviously. So let's talk with Enrico.
Hey.
Who are you? What do you want? I'm not going back. I won't. Tell them I won't.
Easy, easy. I'm not here to cause trouble.
That's what you expect me to believe. But as soon as my back's turned, you will drag me there, bury me again. Bury me with them.
You say you don't want to get back to where?
Hawkins didn't send you. He wants me to go back digging there. But how can I go back? They will take me again.
Well, Hawkins does indeed want you to go back and work.
I knew it, but I won't go. You can forget it.
I find gold coins are a good cure for fear.
Gold? What use is gold if they get to you? No one knows how to stop the ancients. It's not courage I need. I'm not afraid. Staying away from them isn't about fear. Find someone else for the job. Send Dwight. He doesn't hear them. He doesn't believe. But you'd better know, the spirits will come for you. And there is no protection.
And who is them?
Them. The ancients. They're everywhere. Just listen. The screams, the whispering. I wish I couldn't hear it. I wish they weren't speaking to me.
Just take a few deep breaths and relax, okay?
Take it.
Can't you see? It's all around us. The panic, people dying, the creatures. Can't you see that? They will rise from their graves to avenge themselves on the living. The ruins that have risen from the ground, who do you think made that happen? And they are but a herald. Soon they will show themselves. Then we will all be doomed.
Something is happening, but I've seen no evidence of spirits.
What whispering? What the hell are you talking about?
What? It's those temples, rising from the ground. The voices came from them. Who is it whispering? The ancients. All the things they find, the temples, they're from the ancients. And those idiots want me to dig them up, to desecrate their graves. The ancients have been disturbed. What do you think is causing these storms? And who knows how to fight them? Who knows what can stop them?
Aha.
I have something that will protect you from the ancients.
There is no protection.
That's not what the mages say. They've been searching for objects like this amulet, for a way to protect us all.
That's just a cheap necklace.
Have a closer look.
How can this protect me?
This is what people have been searching the ruins for. Answers. For protection.
And they found something?
Yes. Objects with the power of the ancients, objects like this amulet, will protect you. The mages guarantee you'll remain 100% spirit-free.
But we need to find more of these artifacts. More artifacts so that everybody can be safe.
Yes, yes, of course.
That's why it's important for you to have this. If we're to protect everyone, we need you to look for things at the excavation site.
Of course. Of course. I'll do it. I'll help protect everyone.
Good man. You're really easy to manipulate, but whatever makes you happy makes me happy as well. Oh shit, that spooked the hell out of me. I want to go on some land, so my torch will not be wasted.
Ah! Yeah!
Brogar, here's a haunch of fried meat.
Good. You wouldn't want to see me when I ain't been fed.
Hawkins says you're meant to protect his workers.
Hawkins says, does he?
You promised Hawkins if he paid, you'd protect him.
You worried about him. You protect him.
Right. You're a real man of honor.
You seem to be a man who's heard a thing or two. Have you heard anything about a broken
You seem to be a man.
sword
What
blade?
good is a sword in pieces to anyone? Worthless junk. Only one who'd be interested in that is that blacksmith. And you, apparently. What's that about, then?
Do you know where the pieces of the sword blade are?
I know where one piece is. I've got it. Question is, what will you do to get it?
Got any proper work for me?
Are you actually good for something, little fish?
Easy to be cocky with that weapon and fancy armor of yours.
Nah, it's all the bodies I buried that make me cocky. 2 of my boys are supposed to be guarding the eastern swamp farm. But Clay's been lazing around the campfire. Go and see him. Make sure he takes over from Phil before Phil rots up there. Simple. I'm not losing another man to this fucking swamp.
Get Clay to take over from Phil? Well, that sounds simple enough.
Get Clay.
The farm's over to the east. As it's a simple job, I'll assume you'll get it done.
Do you boys do here anything than just stand around all day?
They're guarding. What do you expect? When it comes to standing around all day, these guys are the best. Trained killers, though, the lot of them. And if those creatures from the temples march in here, you'll be damn glad of them. So, show a little respect.
The fighters answer to you, right?
The fighters...
Yeah. Most of them owe their lives to me. One way or another. They know not to mess with a big fish.
So you know where they are at all times?
Course. Well, usually. One of them has gone missing. Dorgan was on an errand for me, down in the swamps. The pillock's probably got himself lost. Or eaten. Or he's chasing wenches again. Never could keep his mind on the task in hand.
Tell you what, I'll look for him.
When I get my hands on him, he's gonna be emptying piss pots for the next month.
You see why people don't stand up to Brogar?
A few bruises won't stop me.
You're lucky it wasn't stab wounds.
His armor and those fighters make him feel tougher than he is.
For you, maybe. For me, that's why I don't tangle with him.
Brogar is a big fish in a small pond.
And those are giant words. So big, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I know some people wouldn't have a problem if he disappeared.
I won't be responsible for what Brogar would do to you.
Let me worry about that.
You should worry. But you're serious, aren't you?
What should I have to do to deal with Brogar?
If you work for him, do what he tells you, and listen to everything he says. He'll let things slip. But you do know what you're proposing is dangerous.
About Brogar. I heard that Brogar was supposed to take care of the workers.
Brogar takes care of himself. That's nothing new, and won't help you much at the moment.
Who knows about Brogar and would not mind talking to me?
Talk to Lewis, one of my hunters. He knows a few things, more than you'd think.
But I
Start
just
with him,
set things
see
again.
what he says.
I think it's a bit too much. How does Rachel feel about him?
She's soft. Brogar bullies her. And she's like that even though the Don's behind her.
Brogar's fighters are staging fights in the arena. Would the Don approve of that?
You'd have to ask Rachel. But it might be something you can hold against Brogar. You could use it to stop Brogar. If you challenged him to combat and won, that would embarrass him in front of everyone. But it wouldn't be easy.
That's an understatement.
Well, you started on this path. Every man chooses his destination. Where are you going?
Whatever happens, I'll need to train.
A man needs skills. And with the path you've chosen, you'll need more skills than most.
There's no way I can beat Brogar with his useless equipment.
If you're after a better blade, Oscar the Smith will sell you one. If that fails, you'll need another line of attack. Magic. Try talking to Robart, the swamp farmer. He knows about magic, and as he's outside the camp, people won't hear you buying stuff.
I need some better armor.
You won't find it out here. There's only workers' clothes here.
Well, what about your armor? Where did that come from?
Armor for the hunters and fighters comes from the Don. But you won't get close to that if you're not accepted as one of us.
Right, so I've got to join the Don's gang first.
Alright, where can I get workers' clothing?
Hawkins is your man. He's one of the Don's lieutenants. He's in charge of the workers.
I can help you.
Helpful sort, aren't you? You better not have landed me in it with Brogar. But then one's trouble is another's ease. Rachel needs this meat, so she'll be happy. Take note, sometimes it's better to take sides than end up in the middle.
About your hunting. What can you tell me about your hunters?
Well, there's Lewis. Haven't seen him for days. I expect he's under a rock in the swamp. Not even the swamp flies bother him when he's had a skinful. Doug should also be in the swamp. He should be hunting. But I haven't seen him for days either. And of course you know what delightful tasks I have to do.
I met a hunter called Jan. You haven't mentioned him.
He got himself posted as a guard on the road to Harbour Town. We never see him back here these days. That's another hunter less feeding the camp.
Doug has been successful. He has given me some meat for the camp.
We needed that. You better take it to Rachel if you haven't given it to her already.
Already did indeed. Let me quick save. Gotta put those shadow details better high. Shader quality, I'll put that medium. Range of sight high. Let's see how this works. Hello. Didn't change much. Alright, so let's put shadow medium as well. Still lags. Changing the settings really didn't do much.
What do you want?
What do I want? You tell me. The job's done. You don't need to worry anymore about those things in the excavation site.
You killed them? Right. 30 gold coins, wasn't it? Worth every one.
Thanks. Pleasure talking to you.
Right.
I'll look forward to our next conversation.
I challenge you to fight in the arena.
You think 'cause I'm a guard, I'm soft? Your mistake. All right then, you bastard.
Yeah!
It's really hard to believe that I'm playing on hard, but I am playing on hard. I can show you. You can see, hard. Can't put it on even higher. I haven't got the stats yet, you know, staff combat max, sword max, axe max.
I'm
So then
sticking
it
to
will be
guard
even
duty
more
from now
child's
on.
play.
That makes me feel safe.
Bastard.
Bastard indeed. Beautiful nickname that is. Right, so let's get Branon back to work. I'm afraid none of the fighters will come to help you.
Oh, yeah. I thought so. For fighters, they aren't very keen on fighting. Thanks for trying, though.
What do you know about a sword, a golden one?
Well, I've heard stuff. And I thought I may have found a piece of it back at the excavation site.
Have you still got it?
I was about to dig it out when those insects came.
I wonder if it's still there.
You can go back to work. The insects are gone.
Are they really gone?
Gone. Dead. Deceased.
Okay. You seem like the honest type. I best be getting back to work then.
That takes care of that. Damn hiccups.
What do you want?
I don't know. What do I want?
You were looking at me.
I'm new here. I'm just getting to know people.
If you don't know I'm the best fighter in the camp, then you ain't been here long enough for me to care.
A man like you clearly has seen some action.
Well, you know, I don't like to boast, but I've crushed a few heads. If you want to eat here, you have to work. You want a free ride? Try those white robes at the monastery. They'll give you a free ride all the way to their excavation camps. And keep your paws off other people's stuff while you're here, or you'll lose your paws.
I see. Right, so let's talk with, There's the other chicken. Right, thought that you might like to know that Dwight has gone back to work.
He has? That's almost a miracle. But well done. Here, take these coins.
Your gratitude is boundless.
Branon has returned to work.
Branon,
I saw. Good. Good work.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I am. Oh, take this. You deserve payment.
Enrico is back at working at the excavation site.
And
How did you manage that?
let's say he took some persuading, but saw sense.
Well, I suppose you need to have some gold for that.
Right, they're all back at work. Things should get moving now.
Right.
That is good work. That'll keep Beppo and his cronies off my back.
15 pieces of gold. Yeah, rich